All right, we're finishing up our thyme and sharp cheddar potato casserole. Lucy said this is going to be a favorite. So are you making this dish for Thanksgiving among the many that you make?
You know, I might. I know I'm making pumpkin cheesecake.
Because I know y'all sign up for things every year.
Yeah, we do. And we usually go to Dothan, where my husband's from, for Thanksgiving. And his Aunt Helen, we have it at her house, and she kind of assigns everything. And so last year when I looked at the list, she was so sweet. I guess she didn't want me to have to worry about doing something, and I was assigned tea. And then and then we just got the list again yesterday, and I'm tea again. So I might bring something else. That makes me feel bad.
I was about to say, when you have Lucy coming to your Thanksgiving, let's give her a little bit more than tea.
But I know she's just trying to be sweet, you know, because of the kids and stuff like that. But it's so funny. So I might bring something else. But I know we're going to have a little Thanksgiving with my family before we go to Dothan next week. And I know I'm making pumpkin cheesecake, and my brother-in-law and my sister, it'll be at their house. So I don't think they've made the full assignments yet.
If I could be assigned tea and that be my contribution,
I know, which is kind of nice, but it makes me feel bad.
I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, if you're coming over to my house for anything, I'm not assigning you tea. I'm going to assign you something else like this. For those who are just joining us, let's talk about what you've done so far.
Okay, so we took 4 pounds of red potatoes. You could use any potatoes you wanted. I just cut them up into bite-sized pieces, put some water over those, and cook those until they're tender.
Okay.
And I've tried to cool them off just a little bit. And then in this pot, we made our yummy sauce. So we started with 4 tablespoons of butter, and we infused it with some fresh garlic and the thyme.
Okay.
And then we took that out, and we added some flour to thicken it up. And then we added some heavy cream and some milk and some Dijon mustard, some salt and pepper, and then the last thing is just adding in 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese. And as you can see, this is just melting together. And so now the last thing to do is combine it. Oh, I should have had these in here.
No,
maybe
fine.
if you wouldn't mind stirring, and then I can show everybody how to make the topping. We know that's your
specialty.
That's right.
And now that's caught on, everybody that comes on says, I hear that you're a really good stirrer. So I feel like I should add it to my list of things I know how to do.
I think you should, but you have become an excellent cook.
That's because I follow your recipes, Lucy. That's the only reason.
Well, I really try to bring things on here that are, you know, simple and that will hopefully be family pleasers. And, you know, everybody's just so pressed for time, and people want to be in the kitchen, but, you know, it's just we can't spend a ton of time doing it.
Yeah. You want me to get that out?
Yeah, that'd be great. So what we're going to do now is just mix up a quick topping to go with this while you stir it up.
Okay.
And then we will pour it. I have a baking dish here. I just sprayed with some nonstick cooking spray. So we put 1.5 cups of cheddar into our sauce, and I reserved 1/2 cup that we're going to add to 1.5 cups of our panko breadcrumbs. And these are just Japanese style breadcrumbs that are super crunchy, and it's going to make for the best topping. And I'm also going to add in a teaspoon of paprika, just for a little bit of color. So we're just going to put this together, and once we get the sauce and the potatoes all coated, we'll pour that into the baking dish and bake that for 30 minutes. And then we'll put on our topping and let that go for another 10 or 15 minutes, just till it has time to brown up. And if it gets, I haven't looked over there, but if it does get too thick, you can, oh yeah, that looks perfect.
Yeah.
You can always put in a little extra milk or something like that. So,
I feel like my stirring is what contributed to it being perfect.
I think so. I hear you.
Just kidding.
So now all we have to do is pour it in. We'll get it in the oven. So I know we talked earlier, you know, about everybody being pressed for time, and you and I were just talking, of course, about Bay Minette like we always do. And
I feel like that comes up in every conversation I have.
know. And what's awesome is that Bay Minette, since we added in our online shopping service, to that store, it has really just taken off over there. That store in particular, customers are just really loving it. And one thing to note is that when you shop with us online and you pick it up at the store, it's the same low price as you're getting in the store. So we don't charge any kind of fee for shopping for you and bringing it out to your car. It's the same low prices, it's the same stuff in store. So it's really just kind of a win-win. I mean, we just, you know, do the shopping for you, and you can spend time doing, you know, other things that make you happier than grocery shopping.
Right.
You know, or of course, you know, if you're just busy. So we'd love for y'all to try that out if you haven't done it.
I've seen a lot of people posting on social media, friends from back home in Bay Minette that have used it, and they've been real impressed with it. So what stores right now, I know you're always tweaking the list, adding stores to the list. We mentioned Bay Minette participates in that. What are some of the other ones?
Our 2 stores in Pensacola.
Okay.
In Mobile, it's our Dauphin Street store, downtown, Cottage Hill, and we're about to add Crichton and 8 Mile.
Wow.
And then we're also about to add South Mobile County down in Grand Bay, the Bayou, and also Theodore, right there at Bailey's Corner.
So a lot going on.
So we're expanding, you know, pretty rapidly just because of the demand, and you know, just want to be, you know, convenient for people, continue to offer just, you know, low prices and high quality.
Makes life easy. And we certainly appreciate that. And speaking of, again, print this out, make this a part of your recipe list. I know I'm going to. We're going to put all of it up, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. Remember, you can catch all of Lucy's recipes on the Greer's website as well. She puts videos up, and like her Facebook page where she puts cute pictures of the kids up. That's why I followed.